not do does not exist. My name is Victoria Inyamana, and I am here to testify to the miracles of God. That is the might and the power of God. All the prayers, changing levels, higher levels. My time has come. Grace, favor. Things are going to change. There's a change. There's a movement. I pray, we pray. We know. Little did I know that God was preparing me for a time like this, for a position that scares me. I have been given an appointment in the ruling party in the United Kingdom. Me. When I was told to go for the role, I said, I can't do. This one is too much. And they just believed in me and said, you can do it. And I remember the prayers I had been praying. I said, Victoria, why they fall God hand like this now? I'm not qualified for it. How I got it is favor, is grace. That I am a deputy chair in the Conservative Women's Organization in my borough. Hey, thank you, Pastor Jerry Eze. Thank you. Okay, he comes home, maybe he loses a case in court, and he comes home angry. And for no reason, he could just say, oh, why is that thing there? Or why is the TV like this? Or I told my pastor one day that this guy beat me because a certain football team lost to, his football team lost to another, and that was it. He went and punched the TV, and as he punched the TV, I just said something like, what are we going to be watching? And he turned on me like, is it your father's TV? Or your mother? Did your father bring any television to this house? And as me, the more I was retreating, that is, I took the pain. And that's why that's football team, I hate them.
Which football team is that?
Man U.
Has convicted and sentenced the founder of Irene Christian Ministry in the Lekki area of Lagos, Bishop Feyoropo Daniels, to life imprisonment for the rape of one of his church members. Justice Rahman Oshodi also sentenced the bishop to 3 years imprisonment for the offense of sexual assault of 2 members of his church.
Hello, my country people. Wala deo, hey, wala Sarah. Una know this our Nollywood actress Victoria Inyamana. My country people, if you still did that marriage where the man they give you Igba, make you use your 2 legs, make you waka. If you say waka no go quick, in fact, make you fly. My country people, how come you go dey marriage? You constantly remember what your grandmama tell you, say, now so it be like so. Because of that, make you remain. Make you be so, make you not grieve for anybody for this year. Not even your grandmama advice. This one I bring me on the Ogbo Genis will be say I can't really bring give una today while I can analyze my country people. Una remember this man where be say me Bishop Faye, we give prophecy concerning the election. Atinibu go te do, I go te dance, everything. The story you want to be. The court arrest Peter Obi, things go just say they go one step by step. The man they analyze everything they come. The next thing we be say Nigeria go they say we don't work out towards that prophecy true. Now so bloggers come begin they come out to even that the friends even come out that time. Constantly they talk say this man may they go check this man well. Bless we don't work out they go that prophecy. Like so, we all hear one day say, this man, he dey hammer women, he dey hammer small pikin, he dey hammer everybody. The next thing they don't arrest the man. Quick. This is in fact, you arrest him be the fastest arrest we don't see so far. The fastest. The next thing they say the man don't they police cell. The next thing we don't hear right now. They say they don't sentence the man to life imprisonment. The question I be say, how this whole thing just stay wrap up suddenly quick. They be say the man just know where the name of prophecy. For no mention name, if you say A, B, C, you can't happen to D, D you can't happen to C. Now so they want to come to carry M. If you they use code because this country, if you talk na wala, if you not talk na wala, the best thing make you know your talk kaka. Because I didn't say this man not talk now. If was still there, they for not go for the fine case. They for not they talk. Say people they come and say now so the man do this and so the man do that. After all these things really happen. I will never hear anyone with the sentence to life imprisonment. My country people, I will let this video play to refresh my memory of what he talk. wey can lead to his life imprisonment. My consultant will be Bod TV, but we dey analyze the trends that dey happen. I'll see sure that the Victoria Inyamana own small too. Una well done, una bye bye yo.
The presidential election will be peaceful. Don't be afraid. There will not be killings. Go out and vote. However, so because there is no money to buy vote, he will lose in the polls. But already there is a partnership with a man in the system that will cause the vote to be rigged. So suddenly I saw the numbers dropping, and I saw INEC announcing BAT as the winner. However, follow me. I even saw what he was wearing. He was announced winner, and we will see a video where we'll do like this. The video will trend. Because I've lived in a revolution is coming. A greater than MSAS is coming. People, the doors will be shut. You will not go to work. You will be in your houses. Future. Follow. It will be declared winner on falsehood. The Lord, I saw Peter will be crying. Red eye in tears, proper tears. I saw article like this. I told Atiku 4 years ago, I told this team 4 years ago that he will never become the president of Nigeria, and that's still written in stone. He will never. So there's nothing to bother. He should just go home and keep his money. But follow me carefully. A revolution is coming. A greater than MSAS is coming. People, the doors will be shut. You will not go to work. You will be in your houses. How will this revolution start? Hear me. How will the revolution start? Somehow the information will spill out that the election was rigged. Then the youth will get to the street. It won't just be Lagos. It will be almost every state of Nigeria. The youth will get to the street and they will start the protests. These protests will lead to a revolution. Hear me? Peter Obi will go to court. He will go to court. And the day for swearing him, Tinubu, will come. I saw white, I saw green. About to be sworn in that day. And everybody that I said is the next president will be rejoicing. We say, yes, I told you. Prophet, I don't see far. Was I telling you? Didn't I tell you Tinubu is the next president? And while at that event, it looks like a very open ground, like a stadium-like center. I'm telling you what will happen. So, while at that event, military men will come in and they will arrest Tinubu. I'm playing the movie before you, Abi. So that you will know that prophecy is not just calling people's name. Mark my word. I'm speaking from my office. I'm not speaking by a gift. He'll be arrested. And at that point, an interim government will rule Nigeria. The interim government that will rule Nigeria will not be military. It's not a coup. The military will partner with the interim government and they would ask who should be put on the throne. Buhari will say, I'm done. I'm for peace. And he will say, make Osinbajo the next. Now, for fear of previous relationship of Osinbajo with Bat, Osinbajo might say, I don't want. If he says so, they will look for another. That's the only condition. But what I saw, but that Osinbajo accepted and he became a president. But that side has a question mark, a condition to it. Are you loving the movie? Before the 29th, the swearing in day, when Bat will be taken. Before that day, when Bat will be taken, I saw Peter will be arrested and detained by DSS after the election. Because he's coming to play the role of somewhat like a Messiah, but not the way you define Messiah. And the way Messiah suffers, he must suffer. He'll be arrested and detained. When moment that is done, please stay in your houses. The moment that is done, the revolution and the riots will increase. There will be killings. There will be destruction of properties. As the days to the election comes by, you will see more PDP governors joining Peter Obi. They might not declare publicly, but they will give him all the support that he needs. In the election, number one, in numbers of votes will be Obi. Number two will be Bat. Number three will be Atiku. However, like I told you, it will be rigged. And you hear number one is Bat, number two is Obi, number three is Atiku. I saw United Nations intervening. After Tinubu is taken away, I think released for a while, he will also go to court. The interim government will not be long. No. The interim government will not be long, and after a while, the court will declare Obi as winner of the election.
I'm sure at a point, maybe things I was doing was irritating. Like, why are you doing this? Like, I remember when I came to the UK, we have a washing machine, but Victoria, I've never said this thing before, it's so embarrassing. But we have a washing machine, but because some of his shirts are very, I just feel that, oh, you know that neck part, I need to wash it well. I was washing with my hands, though, for at least maybe like 2 years, when the clothes started piling, kids' clothes and everything. I'm like, no, I can't be doing this. Let me use the washing machine. But even at that, it's not every kid's clothes I'll put in the washing machine, because either I don't want it to shrink or something. So putting things in the bucket, putting detergents, bleach, washing, for me it was fun. I grew up with that, you know. But he'll come and say, you're just wasting time. Just do this. I'm like, no. At some point, no person tell me that, Victoria, I put this in for washing machine. If the clothes go shrink, may it shrink. If it tear, may it tear, you know? Yeah. But then me, I'm like, no, now we can, this clothes from my first son, I can keep it for my second son. Yeah. And I was just being prudent, and I thought I was just doing the right thing. But I don't have no regrets, you know, no regrets whatsoever. Yeah. Because everything he did, well, I'm sure whoever he's with now will be enjoying the sacrifices I made with him, and I hope he treats her better. Right. You know, but I don't, no regrets.
You left your career in Nollywood at the time because of the marriage, yeah? Yeah. Because of him. Yeah. And you moved to the UK because of him. Yes. And it wasn't a tough decision for you because you were in love.
No, because again, upbringing. Yeah. I've gone to university. What next? Yeah. Now you've gone to university's career. Yes, then you've gone to university's marriage. Yes. So.
Do you regret that now?
You know what? I don't regret it, because I have 3 beautiful children. Yeah. I couldn't have. Yeah. I don't. And I always remember that you can't get diamonds in a shop. You have to dig, you have to go through fire and everything. So my kids are like, everything that I went through in the marriage, my kids are like my diamonds.
So if you hadn't been physically removed by the police, you would have stayed in the marriage?
Yes, I would have stayed. And honestly, I don't know, because I think it was getting to that stage. Just before we were removed, I did something. You know the full moon. Obviously, I told you I grew up in the village and I believe in all those things.
Yeah.
So I think I had just had it up to I just went out and I looked up and I said, God, if you don't do something about this marriage, I don't know how you're going to do it. It's none of my business. If I don't live alive, one person will live dead. And I just said it because I'm always thinking, if this guy hits me and I hit my head somewhere and I collapse, because I was never a fighter. I would never fight back. And not that, I just didn't think it was the right thing to do. You see, let me tell you something. Parents, don't raise your children with the same rubbish, discipline or words. Let the children, choose their paths. Guide them, but leave them.
Guide them, but leave them.
Guide them, but leave them, because who I have turned out to be, and no matter, I have tried to change it. At least I'm doing psychology. I'm trying. There are certain things that has been instilled in me, like loving, seeing the good in everybody. Everybody is not good. We have some very mean people on earth. But my grandmother would be like, forget the mean side. There must be something good about the person. Focus on that one, and that is what will escalate and become. It's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true. Because somebody can be so mean, and while you're looking for that good thing in the person is seeing you as an idiot. That you are a fool and everything. Meanwhile, you are still praying and seeing the person. Because I remember in my marriage, my pastors would always tell me, pray about his temper. He has a hot temper. There's nothing. Keep praying for him.
Yeah.
And you too, if you know that he's going to get upset, then move. And I tell them, okay, he comes home, maybe he loses a case in court, and he comes home angry. And for no reason, he could just say, oh, why is that thing there? Or why is the TV like this? Or I told my pastor one day that this guy beat me because a certain football team lost to, his football team lost to another, and that was it. He went and punched the TV, and as he punched the TV, I just said something like, what are we going to be watching? And he turned on me like, is it your father's TV? Or your mother? Did your father bring any television to this house? And as me, the more I was retreating, that is, I took the pain. And that's why that's football team, I hate them.
Which football team is that?
Man U. I hate Man U because the number of beatings when I don't beat me because Man U lose match. So now, even up to today, when there's a football match and Man U loses, I'm like, hi God, thank God. Today would have been that is a beating day.
By your husband, your ex-husband and his friend. We share a story about he would bring his girlfriends home.
Oh wow, yes. There was even one instance where the girl was telling me what to cook. I should not be cooking meat. I should be cooking with fish. Fish is more healthy. And I was just looking at this girl, and they were in quote working together. And she would always come to say, oh, this is not right. You shouldn't do this. Obviously I came from Nigeria now, so this is not right. You shouldn't do this now. This is not how they do things here. This is not how they do things here. And then I'll be looking at my ex to like intervene, and he'll be like, yeah, she's right. You shouldn't be doing that like that. You should be. I'm like, But unfortunately, my grandmother would say, listen, your husband would not misguide you. Your husband will defend you. Everything she told me, sometimes I say, Mama, no, I'm Mr. Kwasi. Man, you lied. You see this life, all those things you taught me, lies.
Yeah.
Rubbish. But I know that in her time, it was one of those things, you know, there wasn't deceit and all that. So yeah, he would, and obviously I wasn't confront him, you know. I didn't even know my right from my wrong. That's the thing. For him, it was his second marriage. For me, it was my first.
Right. So you were not sure if you were the one that had the issues.
I wasn't even like, is this how it's done? Who am I going to ask? I don't have a close bond with my mom, so she's not like the mother figure per se. And my grandmother that taught me all those things, I would have been asking her, Mama, how can we say that this? Yeah. I ask her though, because many times I always have, when I'm having those conversations with myself, I do. And I always say, where did I go wrong? What didn't I do? How didn't I try to make it work? But then you can be the right package in the wrong address, and there's nothing you can do about it.